This is the Market Kid, and I figured I'd give you guys a treat this weekend, and I'd try to do my weekend update, which is usually 5 stocks that I alert for Monday, and possibly for the rest of the week. I'd do it through a video, instead of that boring post up the chart and write a 1 or 2 sentence description. I think this maybe help a little bit more, see what I'm thinking, see why I picked these certain ones. So first we'll start off with OMPI, a medical company. Um, this is a pure breakout play. I like one of these every once in a while, usually they work pretty good. I like this one over 983. The past Thursday and Friday have been good solid up days. Volume hasn't been the greatest, but we're still above our 50-day moving average, so that's a bullish sign. I wouldn't be surprised if we pull back maybe a little bit into this 950, 930-ish area. If you're a risk taker, you can maybe purchase some shares there with a stop down here around 915. And maybe wait for the breakout again, or if you just want to just go for the breakout, you can just wait for right over this 983 mark. If you look back in April or so, we had a big gap down here, back here. So if we break this mark, usually you kind of start to fill some gaps. So we could fill part of that gap. This could go to 11, maybe even 12. I think the start of the gap was 14. So you just never know. Next one we'll look at is SCA. The SEC put that no naked shorting on, and this thing went from 25 to 90 cents. Nice short squeeze, maybe some people getting out. Kind of trailed off here. Wasn't too big of a deal. And then we got a big gap up with good volume, and then these past 4 days have just been enormous. Volume, price action, RSI, stochastics, MACD, all of them are just off the charts. The interesting thing, I think, is what to watch for is Friday we had we're up huge, we're down to 2, we're kind of floating around. We end up positive still, counting a big gap up too. But this indecision here tells me that we might have a turnaround here, at least a little bit of a giveaway. And you watch for that green to red action, maybe Monday morning, and we can maybe get it down here to 2, maybe possibly even 175 before people start to buy it back up. So just watch that. That green to red action could signal something, maybe 20, 30 cents even for an average trader. Just something to watch there. Next stock we got RDN. This, along with AMBAC and some of those other financial names, really rallied hard on Friday with good volume here. Our previous mark was 258. We closed the day at 255. We actually were as high as 267. You see the 50-day here at 274. We ran right up to that and then backed off of it, which shows that 50-day mark as kind of a bit of resistance. The reason we didn't really break out here at 258 is because, as you see, we were already up 50% on the day. So it wasn't really expected to break out. Maybe if we get, maybe on Monday, which is why I'm putting this up, and maybe on Monday, if we open up here around 250 and then we start to rally hard Monday morning, we could really break this 258 mark and the 50-day and really start rallying hard. And a lot of this, we don't really have any resistance in here, like up to 450. This is just all constant down right here, so some of this could get filled rather quickly. So that's just something to watch. RSI and stochastics are not even overbought yet, so I think we still got more to go. Fourth stock we got AGIX. Thursday they announced some medical news. That always gets the stock going. 55 to $1.08. And then Friday not as much volume, which is figured, but we we opened up higher at 90 cents, but we really dropped off all the way down here to our low 68 cents, and it was right around this 200-day moving average. Ended up buying it back up, which is a good sign, but I think if we see red to green action on this one too, we could easily settle in the next week or so around this 200-day moving average. We might kind of here and then slowly trail off until we finish around here, and then that news kind of wears off and we'll probably trail back off. A lot of traders were in here on this one, as you can see, with 7.5 or almost 10 million shares traded, so just something to watch. Green to red action. RSI says we're almost overbought, which I believe, so watch for a slow trail off. And last one I got is VCSY. I mentioned this one a while back, right around here on this bar, as a possible short. That kind of worked. 6 cents to 4.5 cents, which is a pretty good gain if you were able to get shares. I wasn't, but if you were able to. But now we're back at it again, which is very interesting. We've closed the Friday volume rising slowly again, very bullish, and we closed at 8 cents. The previous high on that couple days back was 8 cents, 0.088 cents actually, and on Friday we touched that mark again, but we did not pass that. So I'm really watching this one closely for a breakout above that mark, because breakout above that mark could be an easy 2 cents of upside, which when you're playing with this small a stock, that's a good 20% in like almost minutes is my guess. A lot of people are watching this, I assume. RSI way overbought, but in a penny stock like this, all of that's kind of thrown out. So those are the 5 stocks that I'm watching for Monday. As long as we have 1 or 2 winners, I always say, then we're doing pretty good. Hopefully we can get a couple, maybe get 3 or 4 of these winners on Monday and walk home with some pretty big gains. So feel free to stop by in the chat room, and I'll see you then on Monday.